Hey, beautiful. Welcome back to the His Lady podcast, the space where we rebuild, renew, and rise. Now, to start this episode, I want to ask you a question. Have you ever felt stuck, but you couldn't quite explain why? Now, you're doing the things, you are showing up, functioning, but something feels, flat. Sis, sometimes the rot isn't in your life. It's in your closet. Now, I want you to stay with me. One of the biggest mistakes I see women make when they are rebuilding their lives or stepping into a new season is this. They rush to change their wardrobe because they want people to see the new them. But here's the problem. If your identity hasn't shifted, your clothes will feel like costume. And you know what? Costumes don't carry authority. Clothes carry energy. Clothes carry power. Now, you can put on a power suit, but if your mind is still shrinking, the suit won't save you. You can buy luxury heels, designer bags, but if your spirit is still apologizing for existing, girl, they won't elevate you. Now, the real question is not, what should I wear in this season? But the real question is this. Who am I becoming this season? Not your job title, not your relationship status, not your income bracket. No, the real question is who? The reason being that because you can be the CEO of a corporate organization and still have a soft, artistic, flowing, feminine expression. And if that's who you're becoming, that question will force your mind out of autopilot. It will pull buried creativity to the surface. And you know what? Creativity is one of the first signs that you're coming out of a rut. Says, when I honestly answered that question for myself, so many things shifted. Getting dressed up being functional and became joyful. I wasn't dressing to prove. I was dressing to express. My closet started expressing the woman I am becoming, the bolder, wiser woman on a mission. A woman spreading the message of God's love for his ladies and having fun doing it. And here is the best part. When my style shifted, my mind also shifted. When my mind shifted, my life also shifted. My creativity soared. My ideas expanded. My confidence deepened. Now, let me take this deeper. In scripture, garments often represented identity. Or for example, we know of Joseph's coat. And the Bible mentioned in several instances the robe of righteousness. Remember the story of the prodigal son. When he came back, he was being reclothed. Clothing is not superficial. Clothing is symbolic. Now, if you're in a rut right now, your environment, including your closet, might still be holding yesterday's version of you. And you can't fully step into tomorrow dressed like yesterday. So, says, spring is not just a season outside, it's a season inside. Now, let's talk sister to sister. If you feel stuck in your life right now, your reset is a safe and powerful place to begin digging your way out. Now, I want you to honestly ask yourself these three questions. And the first one is this. Who am I becoming? What does she wear? Now, this question is encouraging you or is asking you to envision your future self. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, who is she? What is she wearing? I will encourage you to write this down. To the detail, her earrings, her shoes, her demeanor. How is she? That takes us to the next question. What have I avoided wearing? A dress, a skirt, blue jeans, heels, bold colors. Now, here's the truth is that many of us, we've told ourselves some old stories. Oh, I don't wear this. This is not me. That is not me. Right? And before you know it, it's become a part of us. So it's time for you to shake off those old stories and start trying something new. The third question, what is underrepresented in my wardrobe? Certain colors, textures, structure, flow. If your wardrobe is full of blacks, maybe it's time to introduce some colors. I'm not saying you should start with many colors, but again, try red, try blue, royal blue. Also, try green. The other day I went out, I was wearing a green jacket, a yellow top, and a check skirt. Beautiful, right? And when you ask yourself these questions, the next thing is for you to act. Because clarity without action keeps you back in the rut. Now, sis, I want to share with you 5 key strategies. If you're ready to say, you know what, Aji, I'm ready to get out of the rut. I'm ready to spring things from the inside out. Here are the 5 key strategies I'm going to encourage you. I call them my practical spring activation. The first one is commit to not wearing your usual for a week. Now, we all have these usual clothes that we wear, just wear them, right? Now, when you don't do that, you'll be forced to think creatively, and creativity breaks ruts. So, that's one for you. The second strategy is this. Buy one item this week that stretches you, something out of your comfort zone. Now, this is not an invitation to break your bank, not reckless spending, but intentional, something that represents your evolution. The third strategy, change your hairstyle. Girl, sometimes a shift in your crown awakens your confidence. Okay? Go give it a try. Fourth strategy, pull out that outfit you've been saving for a special occasion and wear them for your school runs or anytime you want to run on errands. You know why? Because you are the real occasion. Every day is Christmas for me here, darling, right? Number 5, create a vision board of looks you love but feel afraid to wear. Here's the fun place to start. Cut old magazines on internet, just pre-cut out some clothes that, you know what, you admire them, but you know what, you're afraid to wear. Just cut them, create a vision board, and just start looking at them. The more you look at them, the more your mind get familiar with them. And one day, just recreate one and wear it confidently. You know why? Because when you show your mind that you can stretch in small things, it starts believing that you can stretch even in bigger things. All right? Girl, this is not about fashion. This is about identity. Are you dressing the woman you were or the woman God is forming? Spring is your invitation to shed, to release neutral thinking, to release muted expression. Spring is to release, this is just who I am. Becoming is not loud, but it is intentional. So this week's is, I want you to stand in front of your closet and ask, does this represent who I am becoming? And if it doesn't, now is the time for you to begin the shift. Small shifts creates huge transformation. All right, my loves. If this episode stirs something in you, share it with a sister who needs a spring reset. And don't forget, leave a review, give it a 5-star. Your love notes will always help more his ladies to find this space. And remember, you are meant for more. God bless. Aji.